to talk about the correct way to attach the embroidery hoop to the BERNINA 570 sewing and embroidery machine. So we have our fabric and stabilizer all hooped up, and one of the things people always want to do is they want to go ahead and put it on and then attach that hoop to the machine. Now notice, I have not picked up a design yet, so one of the things I always tell my students to do is don't get your hoop before the horse. Here's what I do. Just go ahead and slip your hoop under the presser foot and let it sit on the bed of the table. Now I'm going to just pick up a quick little embroidery design. We have videos on how to load designs, load alphabets, everything like that. But I'm going to bring one up in screen. First off, I do notice I picked something that's small enough that it recommends the medium hoop. Now this is the oval hoop. So before I do anything, because you actually cannot put the wrong hoop on and try to embroider. So the machine can actually recognize the different sizes of hoops. That's what these little notches are underneath the bracket. So I'm going to first switch over to the oval hoop. All right, so right now, if I go ahead and put on the hoop, again, it's going to get a little, I'm not going to say cranky, but it is. You did it out of order. Now, one of the things that you learn with our Embroidery Essentials online course, those are the 3 quilts behind us, plus the one we created on the new BERNINA videos. We actually refilmed the course on a BERNINA, so you can follow me screen by screen. But what it does is it gets you in the habit of doing everything in the right order. Every one of those blocks is a different embroidery technique. So what you learn is not to do certain things before you're supposed to. And this is exactly one of those items. So first off, bring up your design, and then we're going to touch the needle and thread in the lower corner to go ahead and get ready to go to the embroidery screen. So the picture shows us that the hoop has to come off. So if you haven't put the hoop on, you are all ready to touch the green check mark. Did you hear it? This embroidery arm needed to calibrate. Plus, now touch it and wait for the picture that actually tells you to now put the hoop on. So when you're ready to put the hoop on, the 2 little brackets here, you're going to squeeze them. As you squeeze, you're going to lift and then press firmly until the bracket comes down on the embroidery arm. When you feel like it's attached and you give a little wiggle and nothing moves, your green check mark is going to double check that you have put the hoop on correctly and that you have put on the hoop you said you were going to put on. Brilliant machine. So there's the check mark. And once it's all happy, it moves us to the screen that allows us to embroider. And if you weren't watching, this light was not blinking green until now. That means that it's all ready to go once I'm ready to push that button. To take the hoop off, which you can do in the middle of any embroidery design, same thing, squeeze, lift straight up, and it can even slide out. And you can do that if you need to trim something, if you need to get something off the bottom. You can always take it off, and then when you're ready, put it right back on place and start to stitch. We have over 100 videos on the BERNINA 570, both on the sewing side, the quilting side, and the embroidery side. So make sure you check out our entire playlist that you can watch for free.